My name is Chase Roberts. I'm one of the pastors at Morgan Grace Church in Morgan, Utah. This is my twin brother, Gavin, also one of the pastors at Morgan Grace Church, and we are on location where Morgan Grace meets each week. At Morgan Grace Church, we are the only evangelical church in our town of around 5,000. We're one of two in a county of around 14,000. We're a small church, trying to be very intentional, very simple. We're a church that hopes to plant churches. Our town is not unique, and so we try to do things very simply so that we can reproduce that in other towns around our area. And one of the favorite things that we have now that I'm excited about is having a church sign on Commercial Street, just to have an evangelical church sign on the main drag here where it's unignorable that Jesus is now being proclaimed. So the religious climate here is very different than what you would have in North Florida, Arkansas, Missouri, and we are in the middle of one of the second highest density LDS populations, Latter-day Saint populations in the world. And so we love our LDS neighbors, but we are definitely different. We're different than the folks around us. We think differently than the general religious climate of our area. So we are in Morgan, and this is Morgan High School we're standing in front of. And so one unique thing about Utah, just culturally, is that every public school in the state has a Latter-day Saints seminary. And so that's where students can choose to have a free period, and they go and they have 4 years of religious education where they learn about the LDS church. So that's unique to Morgan and very unique for our kids who go to our church and don't go to seminary. Many people have never actually knowingly met an evangelical Christian, but our people, our church, is made up of almost exclusively first generation, either church attenders or Christians. And I think that our people have an understanding, maybe more than, I would say more than any church I've been a part of for sure, that we are different and that there's a need for the gospel to be proclaimed here, and that happens through our local church. As much as it has been difficult here in our community, I would say that I've seen God move beyond people getting saved, beyond people getting baptized, all amazing acts of God and His grace, is openness in the community, that we have a great name, that our church here is seen and our logo is known here. Our people are known here, and we have a good name in the community. We've been able to feed, because of churches like you guys, thousands of meals to teachers, to sports teams, to first responders, civic leaders. We're involved with the parade. We're involved with our fall festival. We're involved with Christmas on Commercial Street. Any and every community-wide event, Morgan Grace is there. Morgan Grace is present. I think that's just a testament to God's faithfulness and how we have come into a place where maybe there was a lot of doubt that we would ever be able to be in the community. And now we've seen that the community is actually coming to us, and we're seen as a positive influence and positive aspect of Morgan County. So how can churches be part of loving God, loving others, and planting churches in Morgan County and around rural Utah, the Wasatch Back? We say there's three things that we love to see folks do, and that is that they would pray weekly. When we were first raising support, I probably didn't appreciate that the way that I do now after being here for 3 years, that we need you to pray for us. I hope you'll pray for me, pray for Chase, pray for our wives, pray for our kiddos, that just you'd pray for us, and that you would give to us monthly. 90% of our funding comes from individuals and churches just like you that give towards our efforts here. That goes towards us being able to be here, our salaries, the lights here, the meals we cook, we do that a lot, the books we give away, all these things. And then lastly, that you would go yearly. So pray weekly, give monthly, go yearly, that people would come here and put their hands on things, put their feet on the ground in Morgan County, so that yes, you can help us, but that also you could see the need here, and that you'd go back to Celebration, you'd go back to Tallahassee, you would appreciate what God is doing and what we would pray that God will do in the future in Morgan County. So we just want to say we appreciate you, Celebration, that we are thankful you enable us to be here and to stay here and to make this happen with your giving, with your prayers. And also, as we thank you, also challenge you to keep going. That losses is not going away. And so as you guys deserve a pat on the back for what you do as a church, that the need is not less. And so I hope that you guys will continue to give, continue to go, continue to pray, and look and see how God might use your church in Tallahassee to make a difference for the kingdom around the world.